Hello everyone, welcome to my second ever Plan With Me video. Today I'm setting up my June bullet journal monthly spread and I am very excited for this theme. I have chosen to do this 70s, groovy, flower power type theme and I love the colors that I chose. As usual, all my materials will be in the description box below, so if you're interested in that, just look down there. Right now I am just making the cover page, so I wrote out the word June in this sort of 60s, 70s style font, and I'm adding some shadowing. Right now I am drawing lines throughout the middle of this page, which I'm basically going to be coloring in with those 4 colors on the right. So this color blocking technique I've seen used a lot in late 60s, 70s style artwork, and I'm hoping it'll look somewhat like that. For my quote page on the left side of this spread, I'm writing out, "You are exactly where you need to be," in the same 70s style font. I chose this quote because I think it's important to remember in the middle of the lockdown that you don't need to compare yourself to others. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not particularly concerned about whether this looks perfect or not. There's a few bumps and imperfections in this, but I think it adds to the retro vibe. In the top left-hand corner, I'm doing the same color blocking technique. I'm also going through the Y, just like I did with the word June on the right page, and this is just one more element that I use to kind of keep the whole month cohesive. As you can see, I also threw in a few retro style flowers, which I'm coloring in alternating colors with those same 4 shades that I'm using. Now moving on to my monthly calendar, I basically did not have enough room to write the whole word June in the top left-hand corner because there's like 6 weeks in June. So I basically wrote out J because like if I skip back and look at the cover page, I'll know it's June. I'm using these rounded boxes throughout this whole month because I think that's also kind of retro. And I added 2 boxes at the bottom which are going to be used to track my Instagram and YouTube follower and subscriber count. So basically every Saturday I will write how many followers and or subscribers I have, and throughout the month I can track how much I've grown. As you can see, I use a lot of pencil sketching beforehand, and usually I cut out the parts where I erased, but for some reason I decided it was a good idea to pause in the middle of my erasing and write. So that's why you see those nasty eraser marks. I'm using those 4 colors to shade the right side of my boxes. I also did color blocking on the right side of this page. After I wrote in the numbers for the days of the week, that was pretty much it for this spread. I realized that I forgot to write the days of the week at the top, but I've always done my week starting with Sunday and that's not gonna change, so I'm not very concerned about that. Now moving on to my last spread for this video, I'm setting up my first weekly for the month of June. I'm incorporating some craft paper into it because I think that just adds to the retro vibe. I wrote out WEE on the brown paper and then I finished off the K onto the white paper. For my boxes, I used the same rounded ones that I did for my calendar spread. You can see right now that I am trying to write out the days of the week in the corner, but I really did not like how that turned out, so instead I took a piece of craft paper, I rewrote them on top, and then I ripped them out and glued them on top of what I had originally written. To finish off those boxes, I added some shadowing on the right side with the same colors, and then I drew a little rainbow at the bottom right hand side. I ended up writing out the word groovy in the top right hand corner because I felt like this spread sort of gave me a groovy vibe. To finish off this page, I did some color blocking in the top right hand corner, and that was pretty much it for this spread. Now for the final flip through of this monthly setup, I am really happy with how this turned out. It's definitely different from any spreads that I usually do, and I love the colors that I chose. If you end up recreating this or being inspired by it, make sure to tag me on Instagram at cat_journals. Thank you so much for watching, have a wonderful day, and stay safe.